message. Please hold for a very important message. Please hold for a very important message.
Foodiegang, gang, gang. Foodiegang, gang, gang. Foodiegang, gang, gang. Hey, what is going on, Foodiegang? What is going on, y'all? Your girl is having a rough morning, but we are here. We are here. But hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep the show on by sending the super chat, hitting the cash app, super sticker. And if you're watching on Facebook, you know you can sing stars. But how is everybody doing? Let me move my mic so it's not okay. I got the background on today, but we not gonna have no problems. And even though we have had a rough start, we speaking positivity into this live stream. And there is like something on my computer and it's making it look like something's in my face, but I'm good. So, how is everybody doing? Okay, the other night we talked about mental health, and ever since I did that late night live stream, your girl has been tired and I have been struggling to catch up. This morning, I didn't want to get out of bed. I was supposed to be here at like 6:30, I think. Woke up. It was almost like 7 o'clock. Oh, then somebody called me. Oh my goodness. And then my alarm started going off. So, but we are all here. We're ready to go. We are going to talk about ice again. The reason why we are going to talk about ice again is because y'all like these live streams. And I will say that for those of us who have grown up in the USA, what is going on with ICE is unprecedented, especially in sanctuary cities. We have seen for so long that people have been protected in sanctuary cities, and that is because of the law. They have written it into law in some of these cities where ICE does not work with law enforcement. ICE does not conduct raids. Even if someone is arrested and they are illegal, ICE still cannot pick them up. But because we now have an administration in office who is taking a hands-on approach to ICE or to illegal immigration, we're seeing a lot of raids being conducted in workplaces, Dollar Tree. We saw the Walmart parking lot. I showed you guys the meat plant. So, okay, so this is the most recent live I did on the ICE raids. This was in a Walmart parking lot. And we saw a young gentleman actually step in and try to distract ICE. tried to step in and distract ICE to protect the illegal immigrant. He was then thrown into detainment, ICE custody, but he was a U.S. citizen. So after a couple of days, they let him go. He had a press conference. And we are seeing a lot of stories like this where people want to step in and um, step in and try to distract ICE, or they feel like ICE is breaking the law. But that's kind of funny because they're breaking the law. So, and then it's like, okay, if the illegals are breaking the law and ICE is breaking the law, everybody's just here breaking the law, then what? But we're seeing a lot of these stories. We're seeing a lot of these ICE raids. Just last night, I was watching I think it was CBS News. And the story was that her parents came to the US 30 years ago on a medical visa, right? Every year, well, since the medical visa expired, they have checked in with ICE. They have reported. So ICE knew they were illegal and they knew that they were here. And so they've checked in every year. They have had no issues. Now, like I said, because this administration has pretty much abolished sanctuary cities, in my opinion, and they are going to start detaining illegal immigrants. This year, when she went and checked in, they actually arrested her mother, right? And they took her into ICE custody. The mother has had, since they have been in the US, she has had children that are US citizens. Well, this is where the story gets interesting. The father, and it did not clarify if the father was illegal either. I did notice that. The father happened to be a pastor. And during her interview, she was making a lot of references to God. And so I wonder if the pastor is illegal too and is a pastor, which is crazy. But her mother has been deported. She went into a lot of different ICE detention centers. She now has been brought back to Mexico. She's staying with family members, but they've been in the US for 30 years. And in those situations, it's always tricky because you knew that you were illegal, right? And you're saying that because you checked in with the US government, yeah, you were breaking the law, but it was okay. But it's not okay. So we're seeing a lot of these stories happen all across the nation, and we're gonna keep reporting on these stories as long as we can. Um, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my new YouTube channel. I'm dropping the link right now. So Walmart situation was crazy. The meat plant situation was crazy. We literally saw people hiding in all types of crazy places. They were hiding on the shelves, behind like the products. Some people was hiding in the freezers, and they were just hiding everywhere. And at this plant, there was more than 80 illegal immigrants. And the woman who I think she was like the supervisor. They were having a meeting, right? They were having a meeting, right? And then the supervisor comes into the meeting and she's like, ICE is here, everybody run, right? But imagine if you have 80 plus people running. And so, of course, all the exits were already blocked off. All they could do is hide in the plant. Every illegal immigrant that tried to run was apprehended and arrested. And the workers, the supervisor, and the owner felt some type of way about it. But I believe that these businesses, that have so many illegal workers should be held accountable. And I feel like after they get the deportations underway and in control, I do feel like they gonna come back and get these owners, but we gotta wait and see. In this specific story that we are talking about today, I'm gonna show you guys there was an ICE raid conducted outside of the parking lot of Dollar Tree. And remember how I told you that there's people that would try to step in and distract? Well, there was another car, it was like an SUV, that actually crashed into another car because they wanted it to distract ICE from apprehending that particular suspect. The issue is that when you start doing stuff like this, then it just becomes a whole scene, a whole debacle. And the Trump administration said that they were gonna go a little easy on the um ice raids. I don't believe them, and neither should you guys. And I'm gonna show you guys why. Well, first of all, history shows that these people cannot be trusted. Okay, I know it's time for tea. I got some coffee here because I'm late. I do have an iced tea that I'll show y'all when I get to that point. I got it in the fridge, keeping it cold. Do have some iced tea that I'm gonna drink. I have some granola bars and I have a parfait here. I've learned instead of just eating my breakfast off camera, I'm already late. I don't want me to know later. So I'm going to just bring my breakfast to 907 Good Eats. Okay, so we got a couple of videos to get through today. We are on a time crunch, of course. We got something going on, y'all. Ooh, this is good. So I have a caramel flavored coffee with French vanilla creamer and some sugar and the raw in there, and it is tasty. All right, y'all. So I got my coffee. Um, mm. Before I show y'all the Dollar Tree raid, we're gonna talk about this mayor and some of the stuff that she was saying because it was completely outrageous. She actually called on the gangs. Can y'all believe these are the politicians? She called on the gangs to defend their turf against ICE. Lady, this is a fast we talking about, and I've also heard some stories. And when I had the show on Sunday, Uncensored did mention this, but I didn't really understand what he was talking about. My sister has confirmed what he was saying, and she kind of explained it to me. Okay, so she was saying that and he was just saying that they're not police, and I was like, what are we talking about? So it is alleged that the ICE agents are actually bounty hunters, and they're being paid, I believe it's $1,000 per immigrant or $1,000 per day. They are actually bounty hunters being paid to apprehend illegal immigrants. Now, this is all alleged. We are still doing our research on this, but I have now heard this from two different sources. And if they are bounty hunters, it would explain why they do not announce themselves when they are conducting a raid. And also, I want to say it doesn't really make sense for them to work with the state of California and tell them that they're going to do a raid because California has already mentioned that they are not helping ICE. So why would they tell you that ICE is coming? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, we got Drip King in the building. He said 907 East. Hey. And Bishop, what's going on? What's going on? He said, wow. Y'all, we have been on the case at 907 Goodies, and I just want to say our last video that we did about the ice raids is doing really well. So I'm back here again to report on the ice raids. Okay, so I've been hearing reports that these are actually bounty hunters and are not ICE agents per se, or not all of them are ICE agents. Look, if you pay me, I don't know if it's a fact. Okay, our sister said it's $1,000 per person. Look, if you pay me $1,000 per person, I might get out there and be a bounty hunter too. And it's smart because if you think about it, $1,000 per person, right? If I saw on the news that ICE arrested 2,300 immigrants in one day on, I think it was on Tuesday, they did 2,300. Bro, if you arrest 10 illegal immigrants in a day, that's $10,000. That's some good money right there. So, but no, I'm not sure about all this. I'm just telling y'all some theories. Everything here is alleged. But the California, um, if someone said, I'm there, y'all already know. Okay, I'm gonna send the link to y'all on Facebook. Um, but yeah, y'all, they said that they're not truly ICE agents, and that's why they're not announcing themselves. They're also stating that they have like face coverings and all that stuff. But at the same time, if they announce themselves, California and other sanctuary cities have already stated that they're not going to help. So, I know, look, Big Bang finna become a bounty hunter, $1,000 a person. Shoot. And if they, even if they say $100 for a tip, we'll be like, hello, yeah, Muddy, she work at the Mexican restaurant. She ain't got no papers. Run me my money. Look, I am not surprised by anything that is going on because to me, this was already said out loud. But the illegal immigrants feel like they were lied to. Y'all, it's crazy. So I'm gonna pull up that first video, and we're gonna talk about this mayor who is calling on the gangs to defend their turf. My thing is this: you want the gangs to defend their turf, but at the same time, y'all want to arrest them for being criminals. What is it? What are you trying to do? Okay, I feel like this lady might have been drunk during this. I feel like she was drunk. Let me drop the fair use in here, then let me put my headphones on. I feel like she was sipping. She was turning up. She made this video, posted it on TikTok, and it went viral. Now, what I will say, when you post stuff on TikTok, be prepared. Nobody could see it or it could go viral. And in this case, it went viral. Um, it went viral. After it went viral, right? You can't really get a hold of her. She's not responding to no comments. But guess what? Guess what? Trump and them ain't playing, and now she's under a federal investigation. This all could be avoided by keeping your mouth closed. And you guys, do you not realize that people are in prison, locked up for years because of gangs or gang violence or being a part of a gang? Look at Larry Hoover. We talked about him recently. He got 6 life sentences plus 200 years. And it wasn't just because of the gangs, but that is what the charge has, some of the charges had to do with. Now here you are calling on the gangs to defend LA. So it's like, who's paying you, lady? But I'm putting my headphones on. We don't get into it. Um, let's see what's going on with this.
In Los Angeles. 18th Street, Florencia. Where's the leadership at? Because you guys are all
The vice mayor of Cudahy is under federal investigation tonight for this controversial video obtained exclusively by Fox News.
In it, she appears to call several times for local gang members to defend their territory from ICE.
Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf joins us now live from Cudahy with the shocking video. Matthew.
Yeah, the vice mayor today not answering any of our text calls or emails as her video gains national attention.
whoever's the leadership over there, just get your members in order.
An explosive TikTok video now the center of a possible FBI investigation in LA County.
Don't be trying to claim no block, no nothing if you're not showing up right now.
For about 90 seconds, City of Cudahy Vice Mayor Cynthia Gonzalez calls on gang members to defend their territory from ICE.
You guys are all about territory, and this is 18th Street, and this is Florencia. You guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you.
The controversial video was shared last week and has since been deleted, along with these Facebook posts obtained by Fox before they were also taken down.
Okay, y'all see what I said? Do I need to turn that video down? Is it loud for y'all? It's loud for me. Y'all see what I said? I think she was drunk or something. She didn't. But now she is calling on the gangs to defend their turf against ICE. It is so wrong for her to call on the gangs now, and at the same time, they're locking up people for years. Excuse me, for gang violence. And these are the same gangs. Y'all remember No Jumper and Big U? Well, they said Big U was actually extorting people, was actually extorting businesses. And he was a member of the Rolling 60s Crib. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me. Y'all know I don't do gangs like that. But he was in California and he was arrested in a RICO. And some of the allegations were that he was extorting businesses. So, like, lady, now, first y'all locking them up. Now you're calling on them to help y'all. And what she is doing is inciting more violence. Oh my goodness, Bishop, what you doing up?
Man, off today.
Why, you got the day off?
Yeah, finally.
You happy about it too?
Yeah, man, it's been a work week, so yeah.
Yeah, and then Bishop, go ahead and introduce yourself. He said, "I don't want that plate. You talking about my food?"
No, we ain't talking. I'm Bishop PK, man. I just work for Up to 7 podcast. Don't tell nobody I pay the bills there.
And you got the day off, Bishop. This will never happen, y'all.
Yeah, on a Wednesday.
And what is Rucci? I never heard that before. What is that?
Rims.
Oh, I never heard of that before.
Yeah, you buy rims on your car, you get your hat.
How are you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I just woke up and got on Facebook and saw you, and I was like, hey, let me get on here.
You know what? I'm running late, but I'm running on time if you up here. I'm surprised you're here on a Wednesday, Bishop. But you were here when we reacted to the Walmart raid, and the raid is doing great as far as views. We back here talking about ICE again. This mayor in California, I forgot what district she's from. She is actually calling on gangs to defend the turf against ICE. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that first of all, the gangs ain't that stupid to do that. Yeah, we got well, I almost talked about myself. And they got better stuff to do than go out here and defend y'all turf. That ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't got nothing like this Sunday, mind your business. They gonna mind their business. They're not studying y'all. And I heard it was $1,000 per person or something like that. But
That's
yeah,
what
no.
Uncensored was saying, and that's what my sister said. We got to look into that.
Yeah. I heard of that. When it first started, it was $1,000 a person. So, you know, how you gonna know they're illegal? You just see somebody that speak foreign language, like, hey, they illegal. How you know? Did you look at their paperwork? How you gonna know that?
And you know, I would say these bounty hunters, I'd imagine they have like, you know, like ways to track people. You know that show Catfish on MTV?
Yeah.
And they used to be tracking people and using like everyday people software. Like they didn't
Mm,
even have nothing fancy.
exactly. Well, how we gonna know now? Bounty hunters, they'll know like who the person they need to be catching and stuff. But how we gonna know? We just out here pointing out random folks. So
Look,
that makes
if you
zero.
turn in 10 people and one of them is illegal, you get $1,000.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
um
But you make other
I
people life hard if you like, hey, they're illegal, and then they ain't illegal. So now you done told on 10 people and you still ain't getting you get to 10,000. So
yes. And Drip said 97 East Side Mark car was undercover. And that's another thing. They're saying that their ICE is not identifying themselves and they have unmarked cars. But at
mm,
the same time, LA said they wasn't gonna help them. So
that
like
don't
I don't get
make it make sense, make it make
it.
sense. That
Hey Breeze, how are you doing? How are you doing, Breeze? Yeah, so it's like, well, y'all said y'all wasn't gonna help them. They said we
okay.
got something for you.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Exactly, man. That's just and the thing that y'all said that was so bad in this country and all that cool stuff, and people don't know what gangs were designed for. It was designed to protect the neighborhoods and stuff like that. It just got out of hand. But with that being said, now y'all gonna call on the people that y'all say is terrorizing the neighborhood to help y'all with. No. What we not gonna do is play in our face.
Yeah, and do you know who Big U is and the whole no jumper thing? He was with the Rolling 60 crib. He is
Yeah,
facing a RICO right now, and one of the things that they said was he was extorting the businesses.
right. Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like you're calling on criminals to defend other criminals. Well, it's very weird.
Make it make sense. That's weird. Just
um
weird.
Okay, did you see that part where she was talking? I think Homegirl was drunk when she made that video.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
uploaded it to TikTok. Now, Bishop, you're on TikTok. Tell us about TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I post on TikTok, but the views and stuff. It's a hit or miss on TikTok for me. It is what it is, Hey, if it go out, it go out. If it don't, it don't. So that it is what it is on TikTok. Instagram and Facebook. They the ones that actually try to show me love. Although I had to take down one of my videos. I'm re-uploaded Sunday, so I know y'all getting tired of this. The ice cream truck. They said I had an error reload or whatever. But
No, she Track was looking good too, Bishop.
yeah, well, it's that like when I post it, people know the time I post it. Everybody know I post at 12 o'clock on Sundays. So when I post it, it's like everybody's ready, and then the repost count just went crazy, and then they thought it was a bot, and I'm like, no, that's
What?
people reposting. So I had to take it down. So back to doing the one a days. So salute, Breeze.
And then Reese said TikTok racist.
No, for real,
No, the
bro.
chat, look, chat, y'all funny.
I promise you could put 900 hashtags on there and still get 300. And people get on there like, oh, you could just post and you could just put this front of picture. Man, no, just post it and keep going. If you got a following and people they mess with you like that, then they'll repost. But I on Facebook, they been like, dude, we try when we reposted what's going on. I'm like, it's too many reposts at one time, which I can't control that. Which that's part of the algorithm. I thought. I don't know. I don't know what's
I've
happening.
never heard of that before, but one thing about Facebook is that they have a lot of rules and they're always changing.
Yeah, I didn't know
So it's
about
like,
that.
so as soon as you figure out the rule, it's changing. But what I was gonna say about TikTok is things can go viral.
Yeah.
That's what happened in the case of her video. But when you say crazy stuff in your video, it's definitely gonna go viral.
Oh yeah.
And that's what happened here. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the Empty Stomach Podcast on YouTube, also on Facebook, everywhere. And you know what? I believe in the Empty Stomach Podcast, and that's why we've been rocking so tough
Yeah, we believe
ever
in
since that
you.
first day.
You've been
We've been
swinging them
rocking
views
tough
right here.
Look, I'm trying to put us on. Y'all put me on. We gotta help each other. We gotta promote.
Yes.
These are some of the comments that she made on social media. Breeze is funny.
What?
Yeah, Breeze is hilarious. Breeze, you can't be
Oh,
talking about people like that. Okay, so
right.
the first one.
The, the FBI just came to my house. If anyone wants to support my deal, dude, why if the first of all, let me tell you how this works. Okay, if the FBI just came to your house, you are not on Instagram or nothing. You're not on social media posting nothing because they did took everything. You are in custody at this point. If that's not how the FBI work, but I mean, hey, y'all can believe whatever you want to believe, but. I need a lawyer. The FBI just came to my house. Anybody want to support me? DM me. Does anybody know any lawyers that work for the ACLU? I'm working with a lawyer currently, but also believe that this is the First Amendment right issue and want to get what? They okay.
Y'all gotta understand the amendments because
Exactly.
you can't say whatever you want, or you can say whatever you want. Just know that there may be potential blowback. What she's
Yeah.
saying in this video is so crazy. And they can take this as you are trying to incite violence by saying you
Yeah.
want the gang members to defend against ICE. How do you think they're going to defend it?
Oh, she is the one that said this? Oh, she tripping.
Yes, this is okay. So it's Kudahay. This is the vice mayor. This is her social media accounts, Dr. Cynthia Gonzalez. And she also said in the beginning she wanted the gangs to defend their turf. She said, "Where y'all at? Where y'all at?" um,
What?
our sister, you're funny. Our sister is C Mason, also a member of.
Dude, I
Bree
mean,
said Mexican gangs are controlled by the cartels. Lock her
facts.
up.
The dude, for real,
Look,
dude. Why would you even
that's
come out and
why
say something like that?
on TikTok, on social media, you can say
Ah,
whatever you want. Just expect the blowback. And this administration is not playing with y'all.
no, not at all. Like, what is you doing? Like, okay. And that's a federal offense. Like you telling gangs to come out and defend their turf. They already doing that. What are you talking about? They ain't on my turf doing that. I don't care. That's in
Right.
Walmart. Walmart is not a gang turf. I'll tell you that up front. That is not a gang turf. You ain't in my hood doing it, so hey, I'm good. I don't.
Teresa, is she really a doctor? I don't know, but this is her social media. And then we have seen that social media is being used a lot in court cases, trials.
Yes.
You cannot, we're not, first of all, the whole free thing is questionable, but you can't say whatever you want if it's like going to affect someone else or inciting violence.
Exactly. If it's affecting the masses, they are
And,
definitely going to do something about that. Don't worry about that.
and I wonder if this woman is illegal. Because this
Mm,
is California and she is the vice mayor. But we also know that California is a sanctuary city.
it is. It is.
So
Oh yeah.
now they can't find her and she ain't got no comment. No, lady, come back
No.
out here and speak what you talking about.
They gonna see what towel you didn't pinged it off of. They gonna get you. Don't worry.
Bro, if the FBI show up to your door, you did something. Okay.
Exactly. Dude, FBI ain't showed up to your door if you are literally on social media telling us about it, dude. That is not how the FBI work. Take it for a person that been busted. It ain't no way. What you texting from behind you? You ain't got your phone. They take everything out at your pockets and everything. How are you doing these texts? How is this working? How we posting it? That's not how the FBI work. That's not even
And
how
you
the
ain't like
police work. Exactly. You you literally on social media while the FBI at your house. There is no way that's happening. None. Zero. So yeah, you doing this
yeah,
for clout. Yeah, I'm telling you, I done had the task force at my house at my door one time. I couldn't do nothing but come outside and sit on the porch and let them tear up my house. That's all I can do. I can do.
yeah.
And
It's like y'all find out how free we really is.
man,
Okay.
and then my homeboy, God rest his soul, the task had a arrested 38. And he was like, get on the ground, put your hands on the car. He said, hey man. He said about 4 times. He's like, hey man, make up your mind. You want me on the ground or you want the hands on the car, bro? What you want? That's how bad it is. And you telling me you sending posts while you okay. All right.
He said they take you for a ride when they come to your house.
Man, you don't get a chance to do nothing. Unless you had your phone in your hand the whole time, but they tell you drop everything. So that means your phone and everything getting dropped. So how are we making posts? That's how's this working out? You knew something about the
And
FBI, something let you, hey, you don't get your phone and make a post. No, that ain't how this work. You missed me with that one.
and these politicians think that they are safe and that they can say whatever they want, whether it's speaking out against the laws, the government, or Trump. Y'all better be
Mm,
careful, bro. I
that
didn't
part.
think like AOC was like hosting some type of class to help people to get away or something. It was something like that. Stuff
Mm,
like that I don't think should be allowed because you're telling people how to break the law even
yeah.
further. That should not be okay, whether you're a politician or not.
Exactly. And you on social media doing it. That's something you should have did in private, not on the put. So you don't watch no TV, huh? You don't watch no TV. See, people on TV will go to the game in private and say, hey man, I'm gonna need y'all to do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
we go let y'all slide on all this crime y'all got going on, but we need y'all to help us with this crime. Really?
Yeah, you can't even really debate nothing because it's like we saw you do it.
Right. That don't make zero sense. Like,
Wait, but y'all about to find out. Y'all about to
oh,
find out. That's what's
definitely.
going on here. A lot of F around and find out is going on.
Yeah, yo, you finna get all that. Don't even worry about that. Yeah. Just know you already with the government. The government gonna get the people in the government that police the government to come get you. Know that.
And you know what they'll do? They'll fire you or make you resign so they can charge you as a citizen. Or
Yeah, they gonna charge you. Oh no, you going for
look,
the federal crime. You gonna do 95%. That is how the federalists work. You gonna do 95%. They want all that. And then guess what? Once you do them 95, here come the state. They gonna want that other. You gonna do 100%. The federal penitentiary, when you do a federal crime, that is literally 95% on what they said that you gonna do. They say you doing 20 years, you doing 95 of that. Ain't no turning around, none of that. 95, you are gonna do that. And then state gonna turn around
and
and be like, I want
we
some.
don't see you making no cash apps or GoFundMe. No, you not even safe.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Exactly. Nah. Ain't
You
nobody
don't even
finna.
deserve
And people that put money in there, guess what? They gonna come find you. This look like a scam to me. I'm just saying, this is set up.
it.
No.
But let me play a little bit more of this video, and we're gonna react to it. Let's go.
The vice mayor writing, "I need a lawyer. The FBI just came to my house saying it was about a TikTok video that I made that went viral, literally a TikTok," adding she believes this is a First Amendment rights issue.
And they're using our brown bodies to avoid the conversation that this administration is a failure.
Gonzalez seen earlier this month at a press conference with LA area mayors.
She's a personal friend. I know her, and I know that she wouldn't call for violence.
Nearby Huntington Park Mayor Arturo Flores condemns Gonzalez's video.
Words are important, and so you have to be very careful about what you say and how you say it.
While now urging local police to verify identities of those believed to be federal agents.
So now am I able to operate with impunity? Am I able to tackle you right now?
Telling officers to pull over those without license plates for possible immigration operations.
If a caravan's coming in to our community, 4 or 5 vehicles, what I expect is for a vetting to happen of who those individuals are.
We're out there like fighting our turf, protecting our people. And like, where you at?
The vice mayor not returning our calls, but a spokesperson from the city of Cudahy shared this written statement with Fox 11, saying they're aware of recent comments made by Vice Mayor Cynthia Gonzalez on social media. The comments made by the vice mayor reflect her personal views and do not represent the views or official position of the city of Cudahy. We also reached out to every other single city council member here. So far, all we've had back is that one written statement. Reporting live tonight, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
So Matthew say that video has gone viral, and if you've looked at it, have you looked at the comments? Does she respond to people in the comments?
Yeah, the only comments that we've seen from her are on Facebook. The only response at all, really, in that now deleted video. We haven't seen any sort of response from her as this video is gaining national attention in other places like Twitter and on Instagram.
And you've seen the video from beginning to end, Matthew. Is there a really obvious threat? Is she calling for violence?
She does mention defending territory. She names those gangs by name. It's up to interpretation, I guess, and that is the active investigation taking place, whether or not that will classify as.
This lady tried to cover for her. She was like, is she calling for specific violence? Ladies, stop it.
Dude, you said,
You
where
call
y'all
on the
at?
gangs.
For real. She said, where y'all at? Why y'all ain't protecting your turf?
What else does, like, she tried to cover for her. She really did.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work, though.
No, we heard what you said.
So, do you think she was drunk, Bishop?
Well, if she was, then that was the wrong time to get on TikTok and try to make a TikTok. So she's saying that she was drunk?
Well, she didn't say that, but I think she was.
No, don't try to cover for her. No, you the mayor. No, you the vice mayor. No, we ain't covering that up. Nope. It's some stuff that you just gotta go and eat that. No, you said what you said. You thought you talked to your homeboys. No, we can't do that. Nope. Gotta get here with the same standards.
Yeah, because if that was one of us saying something like that, FBI would have came knocking, they would have locked this up.
Man, what? And you still walking around and the FBI came to your house and you ain't locked up? Okay, yeah. Now, y'all got to see the bigger picture sometimes, man. It's just like, come on now. Now, if the FBI came to your house and you still out here making posts, how is this working? Like, what? Who do you know? How are we doing this? How we still making posts and the FBI that showed up to your house? Like, how are we still texting on that? Man, come on. And I know you can get phones and stuff inside prisons and stuff, but come on, man. Come on.
Breeze is right. If it was us, it wouldn't even be news. We just be locked up.
Man, up under the jail, like
locked up, won't let me.
Man, what? We'll be talking about picking up paper off the side of the road, locked up. What are we doing? Man, come on, man.
But the lady was like, did she say specific violence, lady? Stop.
No. Come on. You said protect your neighborhood. Everybody know what that mean, man. Come on.
Yeah, and what gang is not violent?
Yeah, what we got peaceful games. That I would tell you, but I ain't finna do that right now. Oh
But
man.
she has a federal investigation out for her. I do think Trump is finna get her. And to let that lady be illegal, she gonna deport her for real now.
Oh man, he gonna personally deport her. Hey, give me the cuffs. I got it. I got it. Well, we put on my jet. Hey, go ahead and send it back. You know what I'm saying? But how you? Well, yeah, it is sanctuary city. How you the vice mayor and you illegal? No, how we doing that? How that work?
That's how I feel too, Bishop. But if any city was the city to do something like that, it would be California.
Yeah, the
Because
state
they
rather.
are a
Yeah.
sanctuary city. I could definitely see them doing something like that. Have you heard this statement, Bishop? If we send all the illegals back, it's going to affect our production line as far as the farms, um, the meat and like all those service level jobs. And they say that America is built by immigrants and run by immigrants. What do you have to say in regards to people who say statements like that? Oh, we need them. We're not going to make it as America.
Because America, we too high price, and we not finna work for crumbs, and the reason people saying that is because these it's a lot of companies out here that use illegal aliens or illegal immigrants for cheaper work, and to go out here and like do some of these jobs that people just will not do, and you're going to have to definitely pay them to do this job. They'll do it for little or nothing, and they'll bring their families in and all that to do it for little or nothing. Because over, like, when I was over in Mexico, when the man told me, and he was my concierge, and he told me that he make 60 American dollars a week over there, and that's when he worked at a whole resort, and he was doing some everything, and he only makes 60 American dollars a week. Coming over here, you know, pesos ain't that much. So hey, if I can make $300 or $400 and I can send my family 100 American dollars, and put it in an account or whatnot, they can still survive or whatever. So, they families and stuff get together and they'll split that money. But to get back to what you was asking, yeah, it's going to affect it in some type of way, but it's a lot of people that want jobs and need jobs that they can't get those jobs. Younger people that's trying to get into the workforce, like my daughter, for instance, trying to get a job, and she's young, but it's a lot of immigrants or whatever that's working, at the McDonald's and stuff like that, jobs we don't want to work. So, when children grow up and they want to go to a McDonald's or whatever, they can't get that job, because the legal immigrant then took over it. But like I said, the people before you that they gave that chance to get that job, to do that, they was like, oh, I ain't finna work for this amount of money, and y'all trying to work me for this little minimum wage job, and y'all want me to do all this. So yeah, that reflects on how, jobs looking at stuff like that. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think it would
and
probably hurt the country a little bit, but it's just all about getting together and getting the right people in there to get the job done. So
yes, and your daughters live in California,
yeah.
correct?
Yep.
There's another content creator, El Cheapo, and her son, he was pretty much saying the same thing, and also she was too, that her son was trying to get a job at McDonald's. They turned him down. They went back to that McDonald's, and the person at the counter couldn't even speak English. So I
Mhm.
do feel like for the young people, it would be beneficial for them because not everybody is lazy and don't want to work. And
Yeah.
also that kind of needs to change too.
Mhm.
I was watching Philip Scott, right? He's another content creator.
Mhm.
And he was saying that it's not that people don't want to work on the farms. They don't want to work for nothing. They don't want to
Exactly.
work pennies. And he was like, why can't white people pick their own fruit and their own vegetables? Why are they always trying to extort people or not exploit people
Exploit people, right?
like the blacks and the Mexicans for cheap labor?
Hmm. Yeah,
And he was saying, y'all need to go out there and put your own work in. Stop looking
exactly.
for somebody to use. And I was like,
Exactly.
you know what? He got a point. Y'all always looking to
Hmm.
exploit somebody, always
Hmm.
trying to do somebody wrong.
Yep.
You're so funny.
The modern day slavery at its finest. Hey, you're illegal alien. You don't supposed to be over here. So going on out here and pick your cotton and this fruit and stuff like that, because people be like, well, you'll have the people that say, oh, well, they got machines to do that. So when the machine go down, then what? You gonna need somebody to go out there and fix it. You ain't finna go fix it in this hot blazing sun. It's 98 degrees here in Alabama. Who finna go out here and pick some fruit and apples and all that, peaches and stuff like that? Who finna go out there and pick that when that machine go down? It ain't me. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
And you want me to do this for 10 miles
always
an hour?
lying.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like go pick your own stuff or pay the
Exactly.
right wage. Why you always trying to exploit somebody and do somebody dirty? And then you wonder
Exactly.
why.
And these harsh
Don't make
extreme
sense.
conditions. If it's raining outside, you just out there still got to work. If it's hot outside, you ain't finna give me no get up under the tree and have a break time or let me go and get some AC or something. Now you out there in the hot sun. It is hot, and I'm in the South, so it's hot out here. And you want me to be out here? Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, everybody's coming out. We got goddess. Goddess, what's going
Got
on?
it.
What's up, everybody? I'm on lunch break and all.
I said, goddess, you in at work? How you doing, F and M?
Girl, I am at work. I'm dying at work, but I'm all right. I'm here.
Goddess, how do you feel about everything that's going on? I don't know if you heard it. One of the mayors of Cali was calling on the gang members to defend their turf against ICE.
What?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I don't
crazy.
think that's. First of all, what? Second of all, that's unprofessional. That's not their job. I don't know what the gang job is, but it's not that. Third of all, who raised you? Not the governor. So it's
The
okay for
vice
them.
governor.
It's okay for y'all to have gang affiliation when it's present for y'all, but any other day you want to lock them up for being gang members and give them harsh sentence times. Got it. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like
How
what?
can we help?
You
Huh?
can't make this make sense at all.
Yeah.
But now you want their help. Now you're looking for them. And
Right.
she
That's
said, and the way she said it, guys, she was like, "Where are you at? Where are you at? Hiding? They're hiding because probably some of them are illegal."
Exactly.
right. Like what?
Try to protect the stash house, they're doing what we should be doing, and
Right.
protecting the stash house, making sure they ain't coming on our block with it, telling them, hey, we need to move over here to over there. We're not outside doing this. I'm just, we ain't outside doing this. No, that ain't what we
Boy.
doing.
Under federal investigation, she alleges that the FBI's stopped by her house. Of course, she's not available for comments. She deleted the video, but y'all know how the internet is. They
You,
gonna screen record it, save it,
yeah.
download it.
Once it hit this internet, it is on, buddy. It is on and popping. They is screen recording. It is everywhere. The internet is always undefeated. So how you think the news got it? Yeah, you took it down. News still got it.
Right.
It's out there.
Right. Once you hit upload, baby, you cannot hide from it.
Mm-mm.
You got people like Uncensored that can find stuff.
I
Just saying.
promise.
Yeah,
Shout out to
very,
Uncensored if you in the chat.
Yeah. My sister always say he gonna come up here and then they'll never come.
Yeah, because they
Well,
I
probably
saw him
called him
on
for
the
some.
talking off.
my sister is the one that told me initially about the $1,000 per day for bounty hunters
Mm.
for apprehending illegal immigrants. I didn't really understand what he was saying. Somebody else told me the same thing, so it's all still allegedly. Do we have some like hardcore evidence and all that stuff? Um, guys, how do you think this gonna all end in LA, Sanctuary
How do I think
City?
it's all going
No,
Mm-mm.
how do you think it's all gonna end?
on? Bad. Just bad. I ain't even got no words for you. Just bad.
Well,
Man,
like
Just-
I
I
want to
think
show
that
y'all. Oh, go ahead, Bishop.
I think they just trying to start some type of war between the people, and we just not buying it. And that's exactly what it is. Y'all trying to start, defend your turf and all that cool stuff, man. Y'all just trying to start a war with the people, dude. They ain't got nothing to do with us. They have absolutely nothing to do with us. I'm not finna go out here and fight and talk about some defend your turf and this, that, and the other. Man, no. That, as long as you ain't on my turf, we good. I don't know what they ain't got the right light on how gangs work. I mean, it ain't nobody finna do that. We in the house chilling. We got jobs, man. We ain't doing this. No.
No, but this they fight. Y'all need to stand up for yourselves.
Exactly. Don't
That's what
call
I'm
me.
saying. Like, this is like what what's his name? Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali said, these people ain't do nothing to me. Why am I going out there to fight your war? This is your
That's
war.
it.
This has nothing to do with me. You got the problem with what you say, the illegal people and all this and that. Them people ain't bothering me.
They ain't did nothing to me. Huh?
They
They
done
be
messing it
available when
up.
I need them to come. I'm just saying, I don't listen. Whoever want to work for who listen. I can get a lot of stuff done for the low. Shout out to them.
Man, what?
And Bree said she was dog whistling to the Mexicans. Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
That dog
That's
was
Yeah.
exactly what that was. That yeah,
Well, you
she's still
send
part
that
of the cartel.
video, send that video in a group chat or something. Not.
Yeah. She used to run with the cartel. That's why she tell them to do that. Come on, defend your turf. No, don't be throwing out these little wing dings. We hear you. We see what you do.
Yeah. We see what you got going on. Okay, so
Mm.
we talked about the Walmart raid. This was a raid that happened outside of Dollar Tree.
Lord.
And
Or Jack's car wash.
yeah, so, but it was you know how they be having like those strip malls?
Yeah.
And there's like different stores and stuff in the strip mall. So this is a quick video. But we're gonna play it a couple of times here. Shout out to FNEM and everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also subscribe to the Empty Stomach Podcast. But yeah, we have Walmart parking lot. We got some Mexican restaurants. Oh, did you guys hear about when they went to the Dodger Stadium? They are going everywhere where they go.
Wow.
That's what it
Extra petty.
You said I mean, they ain't playing. And Trump, there were some reports that they were going to start scaling back deportations. Look, do not trust these people. Okay? They are not telling the truth. They're not scaling back nothing. They told
Mm-mm.
y'all that so y'all would come outside. And now they're going to ramp it up.
They full of it. Mm-mm.
But I'm going to play this video and we're going to see what is going on here.
Oh my god,
is. Daddy.
They ain't playing.
they're invading our fucking place!
Okay, I'm gonna
So,
replay. I'm gonna try to loop it and have it on mute. Did you guys see what happened in that video? They were chasing one suspect, and then there was a car accident. I think that was kind of like to distract them.
yeah, because she almost got hit.
Bishop, the way you be talking is so funny.
I'm from the South, of course.
Yeah, so they're telling the person to run, run, run. She almost got hit. Trying to take
Mhm.
a video. And this is, I don't know, maybe that was Isaac's unmarked car.
But they got too much going on right there. For one person. Oh man, they in ski masks, Taliban, and where? What are we doing, man?
They are not playing. They finna get these people. They're not playing.
Man, yeah, and the stuff y'all hear overseas about how they treat black folk. Hey, now y'all over here. Now you see what time it is. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, get black folk. We get what we doing. Sitting in the house chilling, watch TV and not worried about what's going on out here. Mm-mm.
But we are gonna talk about it because we got the platform. And y'all
Yeah.
like hearing about it.
Well, we gonna do that. But guess what? We at the house and at work, so we ain't worried about that. We try to figure out what next trip we going on.
That part.
Man, ain't nobody trying to do that. Man, we ain't studying that. Long as they ain't messing with my family and my money. Yeah, man, whatever. Got nothing to do with me. Hey.
It was the lady that now she crying because she was all like Latino for Trump. And like I posted on my own page where it says Kamala Harris was like, I ain't trying to say I told y'all, but I told y'all. So all this, I'm not really surprised. Just saying.
Jasmine
But
Crockett
it's
tried to tell
about
you
a
too,
car.
but
It's
y'all wouldn't
crazy.
listen.
If Kamala would have won, they would have got free housing, free healthcare, and all type of crazy stuff. And I looked up some of those Latino videos for Trump, and I was like, wow, I didn't know they was doing all this.
Oh yeah, girl, they was
Mm-hmm.
especially here in
Really
Florida, baby. They was going
moving.
hard for Mr. Trump, baby. I said, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They should
I'm
won.
just saying.
Like, they was
My,
really up there, y'all. I didn't know this.
my thing is, if we in this country, why the people that's been born and raised here, why we can't get free housing? I've been asking that forever. Yeah, I can't get no answer on that. Why we can't get free housing? Why we can't do that? I mean, for real, people been working their whole life and want a house. We want houses. We want land. Why we can't get that? Why we can't get that?
I want to be able to go to the hospital to deliver my baby for free because they get to come up and just have babies for free.
Yeah, exactly.
I get
10
hit with a
grand for me to have my children. Like, dude, what is that? 10 grand a
$40,000 bill.
piece.
Oh God, do I? So
Exactly.
where can I nickel and dime? No, don't bathe them. No, don't give me no blankets. I freeze to death.
Exactly. I bring my own blankets. I bring some bottled water from the house. Yeah, it is.
I bring my own gown. I can order hospital gowns off of Amazon, so you can keep that. I'm just saying, because I mean, listen, how much it costs to have a baby, and that doesn't even include like going to the doctor prior to you having a baby.
Yeah,
Doctors,
it's like
you got to
50
have the
grand.
testing and all this and that, and you just come over here and have a baby willy nilly, like okay.
Just to have the baby is 10 grand. And that was back then. That was back 16 years ago, 18 years ago. That was 10 grand just to have a baby. We ain't even talking about, like I said, the coming in and doing the doctor work and stuff on the way for the baby to get here, man. Come on.
And these people be having a whole bunch of kids. It don't be one
Exactly.
baby.
That's
It
what
be a
we're
whole
saying.
bunch.
Listen, when I was born, my hospital bill was like good $45,000. I was like, what is?
Oh
Just
yeah,
because I was
it
born
went up
early.
since then. It was 75 for us. I'm like 75 a child.
Well, I had a water birth. And insurance, it was crazy. Insurance didn't cover it, but if I would have went to the hospital, insurance would have covered it. I think it was like 13 racks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, lot of people have a whole bunch of babies, but they're coming over here, dropping these babies off. The babies automatically get citizenship.
Yep.
Birthright citizenship that was designed for us, and that's a whole story. Trump wants to end that law. How do you guys feel about ending birthright citizenship? We'll start with you guys.
No, go ahead, Bishop, because I got to think.
I think it's a good thing, and depending on how the law is written, it could be a good thing, but it could be a bad thing, for the people that's been here, like us, it's like, hey, I don't care if y'all was here, y'all still illegal immigrants, but guess what? Now, nobody that stays in the United States from here, no way. So that means a lot of folks finna go back to England and France and Paris and all that cool stuff. So I said France and Paris, that's the same thing. So I mean, I caught myself, y'all, before y'all come in the chat with the crazy. But that means a lot of folks finna be going back to their original land and don't know. And a lot of people don't know what their original land look like. So you gonna be lost. You just dropped off here. You just dropped off like that. I'm in Zimbabwe. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I get here.
Oh my God. How do I feel about it? I'm on the fence about it. I mean, because you can't help where you're born at, right? That's just like with the people that's in the military that are stationed across the seas. These kids are born in these other countries' hospitals. So do they get dual citizenship there, or they still consider American citizen because their parents in the military?
Right.
So I don't really know how I really feel about that. I just feel like ending it, I mean, I don't think you can really end it because if you think about it, that's how we all have become American citizens. If you really go back to it, nobody was, how can I say it? Nobody was really planted here. Like, we all came here somehow or another from our forefathers to be born here. It's just generations just keep getting born and born and born. But for somebody that just got off the boat or the plane or however you got here and to have a baby, then hey, it is what it is.
That part.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think that they should put some restrictions on it. Like
Okay, yeah.
the parent has to be legal already.
You're right.
But it's like if you cross the border and you're trying to play the system like this, and this is how they're doing it, I don't think you should get it. Or
Yeah.
if you're in the military, that's different. That's a whole different situation. But I think that they should kind of put some limits on it, some rules or something.
Yeah, because
Because
if
we're
you over
seeing
here on
it
a work
being taken
visa,
advantage of.
right? If
Yeah.
you on a work visa, then it's like you got a babe over here now. Your baby American now. What about I know a guy that he was in the military and he had his son in Germany and he American. He born here, but his son was born over in Germany. So that means he don't have the right to his son to move over here with his dad, So what's that about?
I think that they get automatic dual citizenship, but see, situations like that, I think should be the exception. Now, if your parent is illegal, they don't have a work visa, they don't have a medical visa, they don't got nothing, then
No,
I
no,
don't think you
you
should.
you get to go back. You get to go back to your spot.
It's like
Go home, pay
a
your bill.
loophole. You know what I'm saying? It's a loophole. And
Mhm.
it's not though, like, I'm getting across the border, I'm getting pregnant, I'm gonna drop some babies, I'm gonna marry an American man. And we're seeing that, and then the mom will be illegal, but the husband's legal and the kids are legal. So then the
Mhm.
mom sent back and I do feel bad, but at the same time, they separate people whose parents are incarcerated all the time.
All the
We
time.
advocates out here in the courts. They will literally, you get arrested in Alaska and be sitting down in Cali or be sitting somewhere else. I don't see all the outrage then. Y'all don't care about it when it's us.
Right.
So families are always separated. Let's be clear here about that. Y'all
Yep.
just don't care because it's not y'all people.
And we
Y'all
ain't gonna
niggas
talk about if
doing it to y'all.
And we ain't gonna talk about if you was on if you on welfare and stuff like that, and you got a man staying in the house, and how that could trigger you to go into jail because that is illegal to be getting government assistance, and you got a man staying in the house. So that's the same thing. Same thing.
But they didn't
So
care
my take
about it
on
when it
that
wasn't
is
done to them.
right.
But Chef, we're gonna need you to share with the camera and then eat. You know what I'm saying? You not reviewing that.
Right?
Whatever
Yeah,
you
we can
eating, you ain't
Oh, you
reviewing
know
that right.
why? Because y'all, my food don't look that. I already told you I got a parfait and I got some granola bars. But I made these parfaits like 2 days ago and it looked beautiful. And now I mix it all together in one cup. Put some honey on it. It don't look that great.
No, I'm saying when you get on that spoon, you gotta feed us, and then you know what I'm saying. Go on here.
Brandon's already asked me to FedEx him some food.
For real, I would bring.
But y'all, ICE is not playing with these people. That was the raid that took place in front of the car wash in the Dollar Tree. And y'all can see they were telling that man to run, to run. Do y'all have the same energy when it's us getting arrested or it's our men getting arrested? Y'all
No,
take the time.
no, get him, get him. That's what y'all be saying. Get him, get him. Y'all telling them
Yeah,
run, run. What
he's
the?
behind the bushes. He's behind the bushes.
It makes me so mad. Y'all, like, at the end of the day, crossing into a country illegally should be a big deal. And
Yeah.
for some reason, y'all think it's not one.
Can't make
Like,
this
that's a
up.
big crime.
It is. It is. And me going from country to country, they ask you what you here for, how long you gonna be here, and why you going and is you planning on bringing anything over here? Let us check your bags, make sure you ain't bringing nothing over here. Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. Custom is a food. If you never been out the country and went through custom, I promise you'll be so happy when you come back to America. You like, God of mercy, these folks to send you through the ringer. And you got to answer these questions. And coming back, although you from here, they go through the exact same thing. Y'all think TSF crazy? Yeah, go through customs.
Yeah, customs don't play. They ask you all kind of questions. But that's just like the dudes. Like I just saw a video, and this is not. It's somewhat related to what you're just saying. I just seen a dude that went, I guess over to the Dominican Republic and got with one of the girls and was passing out. I don't know if she gave him some type of this. Huh?
Oh, you breaking up.
What you said, bitch?
Oh, you breaking up a little bit, but I
I'm
hear you now.
sorry. Where the dude was, he had intercourse. Oh, go ahead. Can y'all hear me okay?
We didn't hear the part where you said the guy. Go back to the beginning.
Yeah, I started from the beginning.
I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting in the car at the parking lot, so I do apologize.
For real.
The dude went to the Dominican Republic, him and his homeboy, and he got one of them girls over there and they had intercourse, y'all. I don't know what she gave him, but he was passing out, throwing up. I don't know if he had caught an STD that fast or STI, however you want to put it. And the guy was trying to get him some tea to get whatever parasites in his body out because he was just, I don't know. He had put his face in places he shouldn't have put his face. Girl, it was rough for him. I hope he made it out. So be careful, y'all going over there.
I went to the Dominican Republic last year. It was pretty cool, but I ain't had that experience. And yeah, that's why I don't mess with people in other countries.
I said, don't go on Tinder.
Don't be trying to listen. First of all, no, understand that you're going into these different countries. These people are not going to tell you if they have any type of STDs. I mean, they're not going to tell you here in the States either. But they're really not going to tell you over there in them countries because they're never going to see you again.
No,
so don't go over there
exactly.
trying to fall in love and all this and that. Come back like an old boy and damn near die.
Oh, they gonna try you in the countries because they know you're not from there. They know you from America. When you talking in Spanish, they know you from America. They know you. They like, oh yeah. Come on, come with us. Yeah, we have fun. No, I don't want to have no fun. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, stay on a resort. Don't leave the resort. Well, no, you can leave the resort. It's just that hey, you got to be careful of what who you invite to these celebrations and stuff that you want to have. You have to be careful.
Yeah, I was just
They
watching the news, and this man went over to the DR, got a wife, brought her back here. He went to work. He came home. Everything was gone in the house,
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
and the girl was gone. So he
Mm-hmm.
went to the DR to, I don't know, beg her to be back with him. Guess what? He missing, and his dad was over there talking about it, looking for his son.
Mm-hmm.
If any crime happens to you overseas, they can't help you here.
No.
You got
No.
to deal with it over there, and you're an American, you're a foreigner. Y'all stop thinking y'all out here getting played over here and over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you when empty stomach, we was over in Jamaica. God was like, "Where you going?" I can fight. I'm good. This dude, he all right, but they would try to play you over here. I mean, for real. And if you don't have your guns up, well, not guns, but if you don't have the awareness, oh yeah, they'll try to get you. They'll definitely try to get you. They'll
Listen,
try to
y'all,
get
I
you
just
for
want y'all listen to
everything.
nobody parents why they calling coming back home. I was like, I don't know.
And then
Mm-mm.
another guy, they put something in his drink. He woke up butt naked. Card was gone. Then he had a YouTube channel. He went back on YouTube talking about how he ain't got the money to get home. He's stranded. Y'all be careful out here,
Mm-mm.
Listen,
here
don't get
and
yourself
there.
caught
Just
up.
be aware. You know what I'm saying? Of like
Exactly.
what's going. Don't be so hungry for the booty that you like. Oh, act like you don't know what's
Mm,
going on because you become a lick.
yeah,
Yeah.
real quick,
And you don't take
real quick.
don't take their little bracelets and all this and that. They be setting you up.
Yeah, they be putting stuff in them little bracelets and them necklaces and
Oh,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
don't do that.
Oh,
You
really?
get some voodoo.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
not only
they'll
that,
put
too, you
voodoo on.
become a target because they're gonna say, okay, well, she has locks and she got that red bracelet on her right arm.
Hmm. Yeah, they'll get you. It's the best thing is to
Yeah,
go in groups and go with a group of people and not just go by yourself or you and just you and your girl want to go this, that, and the other. No, you better go with a group of folk, so you can always have eyes and ears everywhere. Like I
right.
was going to these different
Hmm.
countries, they see you by yourself, it's just you and your loved one or whatever. If it's other 3 to 5 people, then you're a target. You got a whole target on your back because they can just snatch you up, but you can't snatch up 10 people. You know what I'm
10
saying? You
people.
can't do that. Yeah, so you got to make sure you with a
Yeah,
group of
that's true.
people, and then
Yeah.
y'all go out and rock like that, and make sure that everybody's in sync. Like when we was in Jamaica, got us met some people there. They was like, "Hey, well, wherever your folk at, we gonna go and help you." You know what I'm saying? We give them X amount of time to get back here, or we going out here and it's gonna be a problem. So we made it back. We were like, "Oh, we appreciate that. Yeah, that's what's up." But yeah, but that is true. You got to go down there. You got to when you go out this country, you got to make sure that you not a target because they will target you. And let me go get some booty from over here, man. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's free in America. You
Not only
target.
that, too, you have to be
Man,
careful. Like in
the
Jamaica, you got to be
U.S.
careful
government
with
actually
the,
put
you know,
out
the.
what were you saying, Goddess? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say before I leave, real quick. You have to be careful if you go to Jamaica. Be careful with the magic stuff they like to get people to smoke on. Be careful with that because that stuff can be
Mm-hmm.
laced too.
Yeah,
Mm.
facts.
Yeah. But y'all,
Yeah.
I have to get ready to get up out of here to go back to work. Y'all pray for me. It's been real. That's my final thoughts. Stay blessed, stay aware, and don't go to the Dominican Republic looking for some coochie. Okay, bye.
She said that man had parasites and was shaking.
Yeah, yeah, but she gave his
That's
son
what
that
he did
ooga
last
booga.
time. Yeah.
You got that.
That.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, shout out to Goddess. Thank you so much for calling in from work. We really appreciate that. Gigi says, stay safe out there. Yes, everywhere you go, be aware of your surroundings. There's been so many stories. You should know by now, the U.S. government says don't use Tinder. I don't know why you're complaining about the women here and you're going over there somewhere else to use Tinder. Like,
Exactly.
Chris crazy.
Yep. You get scammed. If you can get scammed in America, you can get scammed anywhere. Everybody got a scam and everybody got an agenda.
And the scam that they got going is they want your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they can get your money without you being attached to it,
Yeah.
that's even better.
Yeah. The food for thought is take the money you gonna spend, leave the rest of it in the safe in the room. That's the food for thought.
Oh, and then when they take people's phones and stuff, on
Yeah.
our phones, we have a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
One dude, they got into his Apple Pay.
Oh,
And they took all his money and locked him out of his own cards.
ooh, see, and that's why you have two phones. One phone got all your information. You leave that one that got your information in. You leave that. I got a phone that I just record on. That's what I do. That I just record on that phone. I don't have my personal phone. If you calling me, my phone is in the room in the safe. My actual phone that I use to talk to my family and stuff, that's in the safe. My other phone that's used for videos, you ain't got nothing on that videos. You just gonna have a phone. You finna get videos because none of my information on there, none of that. And the email that's on that ain't even real. So
for some reason, this guy was like a doctor. Or okay, let's be clear. These doctors nowadays be saying they're doctors and don't be. So I don't know about all that, but he was saying there was a reason why he only had one phone. I don't remember the reason, but be careful. And in the case of this ICE that's going on, stay out of the way.
Yeah.
They would lock you up. They are the police, in my mind, we have the disclaimer up, have always been brutal to Black people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nothing that we're seeing here with the brutality from ICE or the police is really shocking to us. Now you guys are able to see it for real against a different group of people who are saying the same thing. With all that being said, if you see somebody getting detained, honestly, it's too late. If they're already getting detained, it's too late. Stay out the way.
Exactly. That we've been. I know I've been seeing them my whole life seeing it happen. So it's like, oh, another one didn't got beamed up again. So it is what it is. So, yeah, that part. So it's so crazy that it happens so often, especially in the Black community, that you become numb to it. And you're like, oh, they got another one. Ain't nothing you can do. You see somebody get away, then you're like, oh yeah, run. But nah, you ain't trying to do all that. Nah, it's
Yeah,
we didn't learn. We overcame that.
Next one.
Exactly.
The next one, and that's why we are not surprised by anything that's going on. In this next video, I'm gonna play. The undocumented workers feel betrayed by Trump's immigration changes. We are going to hear from some of the farmers about how they feel and their real thoughts. And if you guys notice, their faces are covered. Look, Bishop, this is a crazy video in my opinion. And this is the news reporting on this.
Okay, I can't wait. I don't see none of this on my feed.
Because I be looking to buy trades. That's why I be seeing all this on my feed. But let me play this video. Let me get the fair use up here, actually. Oh, sorry, up there. Let's get into the video.
Tonight, we're hearing directly from immigrant farm workers. They're sharing their frustration with President Trump's back and forth on introducing new orders and directives.
Yeah, many of the immigrants in Acampo, for example, say they are afraid to even walk outside their homes in fear they may be detained by ICE. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has a closer look.
Here in the great fields of Acampo, California, hundreds of farm workers show up early to earn their living.
Me levanto a las 4 de la mañana.
This farm worker says, I wake up at 4 a.m. And on top of working long hours in the heat, they also leave home in fear of being deported. Most of the workers are undocumented immigrants or in the process of legalization. The workers we spoke to are so afraid of ICE, they asked for their faces not to be shown.
Lo que me trae a este país es de...
Marcelo says, what brought me to this country is to work, progress, and get ahead for myself and my family. But in reality, we've been treated really bad by the president. That Marcelo says he and some of his co-workers were initially in support of Donald Trump becoming president because they thought farm workers would be treated better. But he says the president has given them his back by separating families and leaving children without their mothers or fathers following the raids in Los Angeles.
Toda la gente.
Marcelo says all the hard workers from here have brought the country forward. The father of 4 says without hardworking immigrants, the economy will go down. On Tuesday, Luis Magaña, a farm worker advocate, visits the fields to clear up any rumors of ICE raids. He says there's much confusion after the president's administration first directed immigration officials to pause raids on farms, hotels, and restaurants earlier this month, to just a few days later reversed it and resumed the raids.
Eso es una falta de respeto.
Magaña says that is a lack of respect because he's playing with the emotions of very noble workers. He believes the back and forth is making them feel frustrated because they then feel insecure and that they don't have any rights.
Porque tengo miedo de...
This father says, I'm afraid to come here and not be able to return to my home. And after 32 years of working in the fields, he says he and others deserve some type of legalization. Marcelo also has the same message for the president he once supported.
Presidente tiene que...
Marcelo says the president has to allow for people to work, to move forward, and to have a better future. In Acampo, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
And farm workers.
Okay, so there you have it. We're hearing from the illegal immigrants or I love how they say undocumented workers. They say they're illegal. We're hearing from the illegal immigrants about how they feel about Trump, and he said that he supported him at first, and now he doesn't. Bishop, let me get your thoughts on the video.
Well, you covering your face, we know you illegal. So, but at the same token, it's like, I mean, you've been working over here 30 years and you still haven't got your visa. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, with that being said, that's what I'm saying. Like, they are sharecroppers. They out here working in the sun and the heat, working for nothing. And you've been over here 30 years and you still haven't got your residency here or none of that. So now you're terrified about going back over the wall, but at the same token, you the one that voted for him. You knew what was about to happen. So I mean, it is what it is. But at the same token, us as taxpayers, when you get sick and gotta go to the hospital and your housing and your Medicaid and all that cool stuff, taxpayers like myself, we are paying for that. We got to pay for that. So me and you, we going out here working every day, making an honest living, and we're getting taxed on food, getting taxed on working, getting taxed on all that. And you over here getting paid up and under the table. I mean, I can't look at it, but as you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Will it mess up the economy? Probably not, but they'll get somebody else to do it. Trust me, they'll find somebody else to do it. Nah, I'm not going to do it, but they'll find somebody to do it.
I wonder what made them support Trump in the first place. But we got to think about this. We know that they don't like us. The other candidate looks like us. Maybe that's what it was. Because Trump was saying he was going to deport them from the get-go.
And they still say, yeah, go Trump. Okay.
So maybe that's why they supported Trump, because it don't make sense to me really. Because he was saying deport, and he said he wanted to do this during his first term, but the Democrats had a stronghold on the Congress and the Senate, I believe. So he couldn't do this. Now everything is pretty much red down the board. So now he can do what he really wants to do. But he already wanted to do this, and he already said this. So I wonder why they voted for him or rallying behind Trump in the first place. It's very weird to me. And he's saying that we don't feel like we have rights and we're not treated good.
You don't
It's
have
just
rights.
very
You
offensive.
illegal. What are you talking about? You got, let me tell you, sir, we born here, right? And we don't have the rights that we got rights, and we still getting. Come on, dude. What you expect
Bishop,
they
that's
gonna do?
exactly what I was gonna say. Black people feel the same way.
Dude, we got
And
rights
we've
and
been
we
saying
from
this for
here.
so long.
Exactly. And them laws do not matter. you can sit and write incite the whole Constitution, and guess what? It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. They don't care. They gonna still lock you up. So you gonna guess what? Be in the back of the police car, still recite the Constitution. And guess what? You still go to jail.
What's up? Guys, what you
God is you back.
doing?
Yeah, I looked at the time wrong. I thought I had to go, but I didn't. I got like 15 more minutes. So I was like, let me go spend time with my friends.
Well, we glad you came back. I don't know if you were able to catch the last video or not,
What
but
happened?
the
You ain't gotta play it.
illegal workers, the illegal workers, undocumented workers, whatever they want to call it, were saying that they felt betrayed by Trump and that he actually voted for him. And they said that they were going to pause raids on workplaces and farms, and now they ramped them up. So he's saying he feels betrayed, and they feel like they don't have rights. What do you got to say about that, Goddess?
And apparently he never read his history book because I don't know why you ever trust the government. I'm just saying. Don't judge me. Dang, Chef, you gotta turn your camera off for that. I'm sorry.
I mean, for real. I mean, you're saying that for real though. Like, Chef had to laugh at a pillow and come back.
Yeah. No, I was talking to Ava. But guys, you're right. Did they not read the history books? And when did slaves become immigrants? What are they talking about?
How did you even get the right to vote? You ain't illegal.
That part.
What? No.
That part.
But
you are illegal and you
wait a
went
minute.
and voted? How?
Hey. Well, same reason why he's still the president. He got convicted with charges, but yet he's still the president. I don't understand.
Oh my God. I'm still trying to figure out how did he get down here to vote and they count it. You illegal.
Because they jumped on the bad wig. It's illegal jump. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's all to one. I gotta give you that one.
So have you guys heard this? This is why the Democrats wanted to get all of the undocumented workers and illegals across the border so that it can give them the right to vote and maybe people that voted for them. But in this case, it worked
backfired.
against voted for Trump, which is I'm with Salty. Stupid.
So I said, that's wild. That's just wild.
Have you guys heard that was why the Democrats were pushing for the illegal so much for votes? Have you heard
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that, but I think they was trying to help their homeboys go out here and the people that got like sharecroppers and stuff like that. Hey, y'all come on over here, illegals. Y'all come on over here so y'all can help do farm jobs and jobs that people don't want to do. Well, they don't want to pay people to do in this aspect. So if I can avoid paying you $20 an hour and I can pay him $10 an hour or $5.15 an hour or whatever, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's helping me. I can cushion my pockets, and guess what? I can make you work as long as I want you to work, and you ain't gonna say nothing because guess what? Who else gonna hire you?
That part.
Mm. Do
So
you guys feel this was a form of exploitation?
yeah, I do.
Essentially, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like why didn't they vote for Kamala? Because she was for the illegal immigration. She was gonna help them.
They didn't want a
Like,
woman in charge.
In their country,
mm,
in these other countries, women don't have the same rights like females have in the United States. And me being a traveler like that, I see that a lot in these countries. And it's not like I'm just staying there for a day. I'm here for weeks at a time, looking at how the women they do like way more work and stuff like that because they feel that a woman should be over here working and doing this, and the guy is calling the shots. And I done seen that in a whole lot of countries, and in a whole lot of countries, females do not have rights at all. It's do what the man say, or
Mhm.
it is what it is. So with that being said, dude, it's that's what's one of the things. Like, nah, we can't have female running this. Nah, because females are emotionally scarred. Y'all have y'all time of the month and stuff like that, which that got nothing to do with us with anything. The woman that run our company, she a whole female. She run the company. Matter of fact, it's two. Her and the executive, that both of them they females that runs our complex is female. So they more than capable of running it. But at the same token, though, a country and people seeing stuff like that in other countries that a female is not the one that needs to be over stuff, they just bring that same mentality over here. Hey, Ava.
Hey, Ava. Wait, that's not Ava, y'all. That's
Oh,
her
that
sister.
ain't Ava.
That's her sister.
Wait a minute. That's definitely not Ava.
We just saw the body at first. I was like, wait, I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
just
Ava that's
saw a little
wrong.
person.
That's
Oh,
Ava.
okay,
No,
this
that's
the
not Ava
sisters.
either.
What's up, sis?
Hey, y'all.
bring in the goodies. Bring in the goodies.
Yeah. Is that Jimmy Dean
Hold
sausage
on.
though? Is that
Yeah,
Jimmy?
that's Jimmy. They brought me some food. I forgot to in my house.
You can tell you in a good neighborhood. Folks just walk in your house.
Okay, because girl, you would have got some pie pounds.
Man.
But y'all, let me get up out of here for real.
All right, guys. Guys,
I'll
do
Don't
you
see
let
have
them
y'all
get
on Sunday.
final thoughts?
yeah. On Sunday.
No, but Chef, you can pick me up in the airport next week though, so I can come visit and hang out with your sisters and get some food.
Man, what? I'm on that trip. We ain't
I can
go
put
ahead as us.
I can put locks in my hair too. I can weave mine in. I can't make a permanent commitment to it, but I can weave it in.
I guess that's the setup then. I guess God is gonna map us out a trip for next week. All right, it's going down.
Okay,
Shut up.
okay.
Bye.
But they ain't slick. They be bringing me food so I can
Bye,
cook
y'all.
more. Thank you guys for coming
That's
up.
the point.
And I got some
What
tea
you
right
mean?
here.
What is that? Oh, that's green tea. I was gonna say, what kind of liquor that is? The pure
Pure
tea.
tea,
Boy.
extra sweet, real brew tea. And I got some ice right here. This why it's time for tea. Y'all got some tea for real, for real.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah,
okay.
they be bringing me meat and food so I can cook for them.
That's not true at all, guys.
Bye,
That's a
y'all.
whole story right there. Bye,
Hey,
guys.
peace
See you
out.
on Sunday.
See you Sunday, guys. They be coming on just so you cook for 'em. Oh, okay. So they just helping the channel. They helping the stove stay on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. They be having the stove stay on. You know what makes me so happy? Because I'm sure you experience this too, but when you first start content creation, people be looking at you like you crazy and they really don't believe in you like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not their vision. So
Right.
and like people be looking at you like, what? But then later on, like as you guys have done more food reviews, you will see people come around and it's a good feeling.
It is, because when you see
Have
it jump from 1,000 to 5,000 to 7,000, you're like, oh, okay, now we get some traction.
Yeah, and then you get people calling you like, "Hey, I got something for you to try. Come try
Yeah.
this." People bringing you food. You be like, man, see, this be the difference between the white households, black households. Black
Yes.
households, you gotta prove yourself. Yeah, you gotta prove yourself.
Exactly.
But see, from the get go, white people be helping. It's
Man,
like
what?
black people, you gotta. I done did over 1,300 videos on YouTube, right?
Man, well, I tell you, black folk, that you gotta show yourself approval, black folk, because as soon as you mess up that one dish, they ain't coming back. Don't worry about it. They are not coming
Oh
back.
yeah, and they'll talk about it. They'll tell everybody about it. They'll complain. You're like, bro,
And
I made all this good food.
my family gonna talk about you in
were
your face.
Oh yeah, my cousin burnt his ham like 20 years ago and brought it on Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. We still talk about it to this day. And I had to bring that up to her, like, "Hey, bro, calm down, because you remember that burn ham?" We gotta humble people real quick.
My family be like, "Who made this? Who made this? Oh, old person over there. They made that. They finna go right to you. Why you make this? Why you make this? The dog won't even eat this. What is this?"
Look, if you burn something or you mess something up, don't even bring it.
I got
Don't
one
even
time.
bring it.
God rest my uncle's soul. My family, we do not eat chitlins. I don't care who made them. I don't care who prepared them. We don't eat chitlins. This food, I still remember to the day. I was a kid. I was about 8 when this happened. He brought them chitlins, and the whole family gathered around that bucket and was like, "Hey, who made this? Who brought this?" They're like, "Your uncle right there." They said, "Hey, they took his plate that he was eating and put the bucket of chitlins in front of him and said, 'Yeah, this you right here. Don't you get nothing else. Nothing else here. This is you. Don't you eat nothing else. This right here, this you." And he literally had to sit there with chitlins. Like, even my auntie that he was married to, they put a bounty on her. It was like, "You better not bring him nothing. You can eat. You didn't tell him about this." And they was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, I told him don't do it." But he was like, "Hey, the way I cook mine, though, they gonna like it." She said, "I told him don't bring it." They said, "Don't you fix him no plate." Matter of fact, when she fixed the plate, she had to sit over there with the sisters. "Nope, you don't go nowhere near him, because we don't want you to slide him nothing, him to reach his fork over there and get none of this." And guess what? He had to take them chitlins back to the house. Sure did. Sure did.
Look, I don't like chitlins, and I saw them one time. I went to my dad's house, and I opened the pot and said, "What the hell is this?"
Like, chitlins.
Like, oh gosh.
And they smell
And
so bad.
my mom was like, "I clean my chitlins. You ain't never look. I don't care what you do, bro. I'm not. There's certain parts of the animal I'm not eating." And like chitlins.
I ate some chitlins yesterday.
You ate some chitlins yesterday?
Yes.
Kiki, come tell us your story. My sister said she ate
Oh
some.
my God. You country than somebody from the
You want to hear, Kiki? Huh? You want to hear? Tell us your chilling story.
Kiki, we gotta hear about this. That's crazy.
Tell us your chilling story.
All right. I'm here, Foodie Gang. This was unexpected. Yes, it was. But I did eat some chitlins yesterday. It honestly really wasn't bad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They do stink though when they cook.
How I know that? Yeah, you preach to the choir. I know it. It's just it was doo-doo in there. And
They were cooked. Okay, they were cooked in what's it? Not an Instapot, but
a pressure cooker or
a pressure cooker.
I know that house smell like old alleyways.
Honestly, it didn't. The only time that I honestly smelled it was literally when the lid came off after literally like a day and a half of cooking. And then I was like, ew, what is that smell?
And you still ate it?
Smell like dude.
Yeah, I did. With some hot sauce and some rice.
Yeah, well, God bless you, honey, because
The food gang ain't cool with you.
mm,
The food gang
no, ma'am.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I ain't gonna see me eating no chili over here.
Jeez.
What? You gonna know what she gonna eat.
Man, that's like eating mountain oysters at this point.
It smelled like eggs to like the 100th power.
Man, I mean, it is bad. Like, what is really going on?
Y'all see my sister over there dancing?
Yeah.
I got
That
the
is
background up. What's up, G-Honda? G-Honda always come in when we talking about onions or when my sisters is here. Right on
G
time.
Honda, what's going on, G Honda? That's all here, G Honda. What's up, bro?
G-Honda be having me rolling. Anytime I'm talking about women, G-Honda will come up here.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Before, have you had that before?
What is that? I don't even...
They're having a blast with this disappearing background.
Yeah, they got on green apparently.
Too much fun.
Yeah, I promise. Yeah, old ball head.
They smell like Taco Tuesday and the senior citizens.
Smell like old socks.
Funny.
If you cook them,
We're not cooking them.
We're not cooking them, but if you cook them outside of the pressure cooker or anything like that, or like an Instant Pot, the whole house gonna smell like straight clay. It's gonna smell like doo doo. So you guys are right.
I'm not.
I don't feel like anything I eat should smell that bad.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, Bishop, you saw a little bit of this video earlier. This is okay.
Somebody getting a whipping, ain't it? Why it look like they getting a whipping? Like he got a switch and whipping them. Is this slavery? What is happening?
Okay, Bridget said laugh loud is pronounced woos. It's stewed pork fixings. No, I've never heard that before.
I ain't gonna want that either. The pork fixings, I'm gonna need to know what the fixings are.
I sound too niggish.
Yeah, all the way. That's so niggerish.
Yeah. What line are me and Bishop is black, but we got higher standards, okay?
Man, that I eat how on the hog, you know, how on the hog, not pig foot and all that. No, I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Hey, best friend. How you doing? Bridget said it's down south cooking. Well, you know, Bishop is in the south.
Definitely.
Bishop is in the
I'm in
south.
Alabama, so this is south you gonna get. I'm in Alabama, so south we gonna get.
But you know, Bishop, he look. Bishop has grown up. He has moved past all the pork and chili. Ooh, nasty.
I've been like this since I was 8. This ain't just like that. I grew up. Y'all ain't met my mama. I'm gonna have to one day. I wish I was at my mama's house so y'all can meet my mama. Cause yeah, we don't. My mama would never. My mom and dad say we work too hard to be eating mess like this. Nope.
This is offensive.
Man, no.
But y'all, this is in the ski mask. They're not playing. They finna get these people. I'm gonna play this video for y'all. Me and Bishop are trying to laugh. And this is what's going on with ice. Let me get a timestamp for y'all. This video. 14 hours ago. Very, very recent. Let's get into it.
Republican lawmakers in the state assembly have introduced a resolution aimed at repealing California's sanctuary state laws, calling for an immediate end to policies that they say obstruct lawful immigration enforcement.
The resolution was introduced by Assembly Republican leader James Gallagher and Bakersfield Assemblyman Stan Ellis. Assemblyman Ellis joins us now with more. Thank you for being with us, sir. First, explain the resolution. What do you hope to accomplish? And talk about the timing.
Well, the purpose of the resolution is just basically shine light on the reasons we saw destruction and chaos in the streets and in enforcement in LA. I'd like to bring it to the fact that we originally, what happened in LA started with ICE serving criminal warrants for really serious felonies, including cartel activity. So the resolution simply wants to bring light to the fact that it makes it difficult for the federal government and the state and local to coordinate efforts.
So in the aftermath of the anti-ICE protests, James Gallagher says that Governor Newsom's sanctuary state agenda has made it harder to enforce the law and easier for mobs to take over our streets. What's your take? And are you looking for a full repeal or maybe just a scaling back?
Well, I think we should have a full repeal. Frankly, these sanctuary cities are inhibiting our law enforcement to coordinate. And when you don't have law, you're going to have chaos. It's just real simple. My family came from immigrants to this country. We respect this country. We don't throw rocks at police. We never threw bottles at police. This is about law enforcement being able to do its job, and we're being inhibited by this governor through SB 54.
Democrats, of course, have a supermajority in the state legislature. They say this is about dignity and respect for all human beings, and that the sanctuary policies shield hardworking, undocumented people who came here for a better life. Your response, and the moment ago you said shining light on it, do you think there's any real chance it makes it through the legislature?
I don't know if it is, but at least we're bringing to light the fact that frankly, there's 7.5 million illegal immigrants right here going through the process right now. I feel that all immigrants, illegal immigrants, should go through the process, and we should have the right to not obstruct our local and state law enforcement officers to do their job. At the end of the day, we have to get rid of SB 54.
Let's move away from the sanctuary policies. What has been your take on federal ICE actions? The Trump administration has now essentially set a 3,000 a day quota. What do you make of that approach? Do you think that it's too much?
No, I don't. I think he's right on. When millions have come in over the last several years under the Biden administration, and the good news is ICE is targeting the worst. They're not targeting the good. There's a lot of the news. Some of the news media would like you to believe that it's aimed at some of the good citizens. There may be a few that have been casualties, but I'm telling you, the majority are targeted by ICE as misfits, and they need to go back.
You've only been in office since March. Previously, you worked in quantum physics, energy, and farming. In fact, you grew up on a hog farm in South Dakota. As we debate immigration action targeting the farm worker community, you bring a unique perspective.
Well, I am a farmer, and my employees were immigrants, and they are legal. And as an employer in the state of California, we have to make sure that anybody that we employ is legal. So we made sure that they went through the process and they are legal. And that's the way we should handle our business. Illegal is illegal, and that's just the way it is.
Okay, so that's what is going on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all, the family's in the background. I gotta tell them to be quiet because this microphone will pick up all the sounds. But that's what's going on with in Cali. They want to repeal some of the sanctuary city laws, which we all saw this coming with Trump. Bishop, what are your thoughts on the video?
I mean, the sanctuary cities, I mean, it's like if you are, I get it why they got a sanctuary city for the immigrants that's going through the ringer of these terrorist people that's off in their country, and they're trying to get them over here, to try to give them a safe haven. But at the same time, how do you not know that the criminal organization that's from their country sent them over here to be, they eyes and ears over here? So yeah, I'm kind of retracting that for being a sanctuary city, because it's then went rogue at this point, as you can see right here. Hey, we got to get these people out. And under the Biden administration, they got these millions of people that then came over here. And like I said earlier, they taking jobs from people that actually want to go out here and work. And they all the people that brain just actually clicked and say, hey, you know what? I need to go out here and get me a job, and I can't get one. Or they didn't got fired off one job and need something to make ends meet, and I can't go and get a job like at a lower paying job to try to make ends meet, because you got illegal immigrants over here that's working that job, and they working for less.
I think you bring up a good point, and yes, some of these are low level jobs, so we gotta think about the younger adults. And even when adults that are from here are staying in these positions, it's really not meant for that. It's meant for an entry to the workforce. And I'm not surprised that the Trump administration wants to repeal some of these laws, because it's kind of weird that you would have laws protecting criminals. Where are
Exactly.
those laws out for our people?
Exactly. Y'all ain't protecting us. And we ain't even and some of them ain't even criminals. We out here hustling and all that. Like one guy, he was a white guy that did this bit about his dad. He worked job or whatever, but he was still out selling drugs and stuff like that. And he said, we're doing this so I can help take care of my family. And when it was on the shoe was on the other foot, oh no, they out there, they ain't trying to work, they ain't trying to do nothing, they just out here selling drugs because they want to be career drug dealers. But at the same token, when you're selling drugs and you're working and trying to make ends meet because you can't find a good job that's going to help you take care of everything, now it's bad because they doing it. But when I do it, I'm just trying to help and feed my family. But people that's in that limelight is like, come on, man. So a criminal is a criminal regardless.
Yes, and that mayor calling on the gangs to help fight the federal government to protect criminals is insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? But NF, we want to give her prayers. She said, best friend, they took my uncle in Cali, and he's not even an immigrant. He has papers, but he's Mexican.
They do that, and I mean, no, I feel bad for him, and that's been happening, since we've been here. All because you sitting with a certain group of people or whatever, you don't know what's going on, and they just like, oh no, because you black, you get locked up and all that too, and not giving nobody grace or whatever. But at the same token, it's been happening, and it sucks, that it's been happening in our community for 400-500 years. And with that being said, my heart go out to people that gets done like that. I had a whole friend that got the death penalty, and he didn't even do nothing. He was across the street in handcuffs, and they unalived him because of something his cousin did. And his cousin literally told them, hey, I was the one that unalived the police officer. He didn't do nothing. He was sitting over there in handcuffs telling them, hey man, don't do that, just let them do their job. And they still unalived him on that. So in this country, we have a lot of stuff that's going on like that. Like Clarence Thomas even came and pardoned him, but the governor was like, no, overrode that and still unalived him anyway. Although that his cousin literally came and said, hey, I was the one that did that. He didn't do that. And they still end up unaliving him anyway. He had absolutely nothing to do with it at all. He was just at the house. So I mean,
I'm so glad that you're here and that you bring this point up. Our hearts go out to you guys for the ice and the raids, but if you look at history, this has been happening to Black people. And when we speak about it, y'all say we criminal thugs, you get what you get, you do the time to the crime. But how many police brutalities or unalivings have we seen where the person was innocent? And
Facts.
nobody stood up and spoke up for us except for us.
Facts.
And that's exactly why we not out here protesting and riding with y'all. Because we feel some type of way. Because when we needed help, y'all was nowhere to be found. Y'all thought it was our fault. Y'all blamed us.
Exactly. What were y'all doing? Well, why were y'all doing that while they was up? What? I was going to my car. And like I gave this analogy to a white guy that was working with me one day, and he was like, "Hey man, y'all say police so bad. What make them so bad?" I told him, "Okay, me staying in the community I stay with is predominantly white. Okay, now when they pull over the white person, if they're like, hey, we need to search your car. Okay, they search their cars and they leave all the stuff in the car and all that cool stuff. Yeah, your car is ramshacked. Get it. Okay, you can go and get your documents and all that other cool stuff, get it together or whatever. But when you are over here in the Black community, they are getting your documents and stuff and they're throwing it out in the street. Now the wind's blowing it everywhere. You got to go out here and try to catch your stuff, all that cool stuff. And Lord forbid if it's raining, now your documents and stuff like that. What if it's your work documents or your business documents? They done throwed all your stuff in the street. So which one is better? Neither one outweighs the other if you want to think about it, but one does outweigh the other. Because, dude, if you just tearing up my car to see if I got paraphernalia or whatever, contraband or whatever, and you leaving my stuff in the car, okay, cool, get it. But if you throwing my stuff from my car out to the street, what? Really? So that's the difference, in between when it's on one hand and when it's on the other hand. So that's why Black people don't really like police like that.
They be lying.
Yeah.
They brutal. Everything that's going on, we done already said. Y'all did not believe us, but unfortunately, the world has to see this again from the eyes of another group to believe it.
Exactly.
And it's very, very sad.
Exactly.
But it's a wake-up call. You're not with them.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the same color as them. They do not see the same. And even though we are talking about, Mexicanos and all that, we love NF, and she is our sister. She's Puerto Rican and Mexican, but we love her. And not everyone that is from overseas doesn't like other people. That's just some other people. It's the same thing, but not everyone's bad, not everyone's good. You know what I'm saying? We love her. Her go out to her uncle, and
really
she was actually talking about food stamps, and she was saying that her husband, some of his family, they were kind of going through this with them, and she's absolutely right. By the bad ones messing up for the good ones out here.
Facts.
Yeah, that's very true. And we know that firsthand from being Black people. Me and Bishop, we some of the good ones. We chilling, we eat our food, you know what I'm saying? We got regular our business. But at the same token, we know that there are some criminals out there with the same skin tone as us. And because of that, we've all been labeled as thugs and gangsters or criminals and thugs. And when y'all see us walking by, you gonna hold your purse a little bit harder. You hold your kids' hand a little bit harder, but we didn't do anything wrong. But it's still, you know what I'm saying? Just because there's some bad actors out there.
It is. It is. But anywho, I got a food review I gotta do and go to. So I done got like 15 texts. I don't even know where this place at, but I'm quite sure they gonna send them and stuff so I can go to. So I'm like, I don't even know where this at. And I'm hungry too, so they sent it at the right time. But yeah, Chef, I appreciate you letting me come on your platform. And I'm gonna drop that food. Just like I said, I apologize for the ice cream truck. I had to take it down. I'm gonna repost that on Sunday. I should repost that on Sunday. And just bear with me because Facebook and Instagram doing me crazy right now. So I can't tell people to slow down and reposting. So it is what it is. Hopefully, what it was is I posted twice. You seen I posted twice, and so it was so many going. So I just got to go back to my one post a week. Maybe that ain't gonna be so bad. I guess.
Yeah, and we have a lot of different groups in common. So I'll be seeing, how it's on Facebook. We post one content and we share it to other groups. But
Right.
Facebook got all these rules. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel or the group's YouTube channel, Epicenter Podcast. We do a show every Sunday, and also check him out on Facebook. Bishop, thank you so much for coming up. This don't happen.
Yeah.
On the weekends.
That part, yes, ma'am. But I'm Bishop P. King, man, and she just told y'all the platforms y'all can see me at. So I'm gonna be dropping more content. I got a whole lot of content that I need to drop. That's why I've been dropping them like that, because I'm trying to clear out my my storage. But I mean, they ain't let me be great. They ain't let me be great. So, but I'm finna go find this restaurant. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go find a restaurant though and see what's. Yeah. Y'all figure it out. I'll share it one of these days. I got a whole bunch of them I didn't need. So yeah, y'all gonna get them. Don't worry, y'all gonna get them.
But thank you
Stay
so
tuned.
much for coming up, Bishop, and rocking with us for so long.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
That.
I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. All right, and y'all know our outro. Oh, ball head. Peace out, man.
I want that play. He don't even want to do that 907 good. He's so bougie.
Yeah, I do. I always tell you on the play. Don't do me like that. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Yeah, you need to go feed them sisters over there. They hungry.
Look, I will. I'll make dinner tonight. I know. I was tired yesterday, so I went to sleep. I'll make us some food.
They over there meal prepping right now.
No, they not. They over here dropping off food to me.
All right, y'all. I'm out. Let me go and see about this restaurant because I'm hungry.
All right, I'm gonna be down, Bishop. I'll see you next time.
All right.
All right, so that is Bishop from the Empty Stomach Podcast. Y'all check him out on Facebook. You know what? I can actually bring these comments onto the stage. I always forget about that. We got about 20 more minutes left, and that's all the videos I wanted to show you guys. But let me hop into the comments and see what y'all is talking about. Okay. And NF, we love you so much. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon don't make me feel good. The little butterflies in my stomach. He said 907 face is glowing, so adorable. And a shout out to Gomez for coming through with the stats. He said 6% of ICE, 6% of arrests by ICE are for violent offenses. 75% of an ICE arrest, no criminal conviction other than immigration or traffic related offense. This is what they said to get you guys kind of caught up. They said we're going after the violent criminals first. They did that. Now they're going after the other criminals. Breaking into the country illegally is a crime. That's how they tricked y'all on the wordplay. Everybody's a criminal if you think about it. They got the violent ones out. Now they're going for the other criminals, which is everyone that broke into the country. And it's that, and not even because nothing is gonna change. All this protest stuff will do nothing. You know, a lot of people feel that way, and I do think that protesting, there are some good benefits to it, but when you start mixing in the violence, that's when it gets kind of tricky. Because now your cause gets lost in translation. So we're gonna keep our ear to the streets about these raids, and we're gonna see where else they raid. You know what? We need to talk about the Home Depot raids, y'all. The ICE is so serious. They are going to Home Depot, Lowe's. They're going to the restaurants. They're going to Dodger Stadium. They're going to the schools. Like, they are very, very serious about this. That is why I think that self-deporting is not a bad idea here. I know you guys don't like to hear it, but Annie best friend girl, she said, "Not you have me crying at work. Don't cry. It'll all be all right." And even if your uncle, hopefully, there have been a lot of rumors about the detention centers being terrible. There's some good ones and some bad ones. So hopefully he makes it back safely and he's all right. Gomez said residents of Puerto Rico and other U.S. territories do not have voting representation in the United States Congress and are not entitled to electoral votes for president. I agree with you, Gomez, but do you remember the Latinos for Trump? I was looking at more of the videos and some of the statements. Not every Latino or every Mexican is illegal. And so with the Latinos for Trump, they was going hard for Trump. But some of them may have family members that are illegal. And that's what I think people are referring to. And y'all do y'all research, okay? Okay, do y'all research. So yes, this is the group for the Empty Stomach podcast on Facebook. And you know what? Shout out to Brandon for always coming through with the jokes. We did a men's mental health live stream the other day. My sister was pushing for me to do something about mental health, and then I saw Mo Love and Bolo TV do it, so I wanted to do it as well. That conversation was very heavy, but thankful. We're thankful to Brandon for coming through with the jokes to kind of lighten the mood up. Brandon said, "I got so dark from Puerto Rico that when I got back in her car, the water light came on." And I said exactly, yeah. Not me, Brandon. I wake up sleeping. Brandon is so funny. You gotta hear how Brandon delivers these jokes. It's so funny. But yes, well, you gotta drink water. You gotta drink water, get you a ring light. Drink water though. I'll be drinking a lot of water. I drink my coffee and stuff like that, but I do a lot of water as well. But and our prayers are with everyone that is kind of going through this immigration situation with the raids and with Trump. I think that deporting is a good idea, but I understand also everyone cannot do that or doesn't want to do that. They may have been here for 30 years. There are so many variables to the situation. What I like to do is bring all the footage and tell y'all what's going on and show y'all the actual footage So we talked about the raid at Dollar Tree near the car wash also, where there was a man that was going to get apprehended by ICE, right? The crowd was encouraging him. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my third YouTube channel. Let me get the link put up here. The crowd was encouraging him to run and to escape ICE. Then there was a car that crashed into another car. I think that may have been an unmarked ICE van. So they wanted to hit it, but there was a woman that was literally standing right there and almost got hit. So stay out the way, y'all. Stay safe. Well, Brand said, thank you so much for that important show. Trust me, I've been in these mental hospitals. These shows save lives. Again, thank you, 97. You not only look like an angel, you are a precious. I don't know what that last word means. Jared? What does that mean? Brandon, what's that mean? But yes, we had a great live stream the other day, and I didn't even go live yesterday because I was so tired. But I have dinner all prepped out. We're gonna make steak bites, broccoli, and jasmine rice. It's all prepped out, but after I prepped it out, y'all was tired. I went to sleep. But it was a late night stream, so I have been tired since we did that mental health talk. Today we talked about ice. I'm gonna keep looking and keep researching it. We talked about the mayor or the vice mayor who was calling on the gangs to defend their turf against ICE. She's now under federal investigation. I'll bring you guys any updates. And of course, Brandon said, thanks for caring for people like me. I care about everybody. And that's why I do these shows. I know I just be cooking and talking, but for somebody, they could see it as something different, like I've always cooked and then I started sharing with you guys and just to see how much it means to you guys. It's the reason why I do it day in and day out. But y'all, I gotta get going. I got some errands to run. We will be back here later for the cooking. I'm not sure what time, but turn notifications on, stay tuned. Okay, so that word means angels. So thank you so much, Brandon. Always coming through with the sweet talks. Let me give y'all my final thoughts before we get out here. And I wanted to get here a little bit earlier, but y'all know I'm always running late. Oh, I didn't know that, Brandon. Brandon says there's 5 different types of angels. I did not know that. Something weird's going on my screen. Okay. My final thoughts are be safe. Don't put anything past these people. Don't even believe what they are saying. If you can, try to self-report, make your plan about what you're going to do on the other side. Because let's be real here, ICE does not seem like they're going to let up anytime soon. We have got to look at the calendar. It has only been 6 months. 4 years of this, do you really want to deal with this? As far as being undocumented or illegal, it's just be careful. Shout out to my best friend. She know I be reporting on the inmates, and she just sent me, yeah, y'all, Derrick Rose is still on the run. And so is Anton Massey. And they have been stalking the auntie. But that's beside the point, y'all. See, Foodiegang gonna be caught up. Y'all always talking about these people. Look, they need to get Ice to find Derek and Anton. Oh, I didn't know that. But yes, If you can, self-deport. Be safe. Um, when you see someone being apprehended by a federal agent, you need to stay out of the way. If they're already being apprehended, there's not much you can do to save them anyway. But all that's going to happen is that you then become the target. And that's not what you want. I will be back here later on tonight. I'm not sure what time. I will be posting that video, or setting that video up here shortly. And I'll make a post on my community wall that we're going to be cooking. We're going to be making dinner. I will see if the family will come back and eat some food on camera. Y'all, look. Everybody want to be on YouTube now, but ain't nobody want to be here in the beginning. That's okay. I love my people, and I'm glad that they support me. Always donating to the platform, just doing some great work, always giving content ideas to. They love y'all, y'all love them. We all locked in. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know your personal thoughts on the ICE raids, and let me know what you think should happen. Let me know how you feel about it, whether you're watching this or if you're watching this. Well, now it's going to be the replay. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the ICE raids. And yeah, share some thoughts to me. Join the channel, get you a membership, turn on the notifications. Hit y'all with the outro video. We gonna get up out of here. We gotta run some errands, and I'll see y'all on the next one. And Brandon, right? Foodiegang. And thank you guys for all coming through. Shout out to everybody that joined the panel. Shout out to Bishop and to Goddess. And if you want to watch more ice raids, I do have more videos on my channel. We have been talking about the ice raids, especially when they have to do with food. You know, we're going back to the plants, going back to the farms, going back to the restaurants, but today we talk about Dollar Tree. And I will see y'all next one. Peace. See y'all later.
Foodiegang, gang, gang. 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 This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m.
I'm out.